Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy back again with a new video. I hope you guys enjoy. Today, like we do every Wednesday, we're going to go through all the team lists of the game, my picks for the weekend, and then going into my NRL fantasy squad. And we are in round 22 right now, guys, and the season is coming to an end very shortly. Get excited for the last little bit of the video if you want to see my squad. Let's get straight into the video. First game of the weekend, we got the Panthers versus Storm. My key matchup in this game is going to be Api Coruscant versus Harry Grant, two of the most premier hookers in the comp. A lot of their success in this game will depend on both those two boys playing really well. I know the Storm are shot with a whole lot of injuries at the moment. Nick Meaney is actually back at fullback, but just when he's coming back, we lose Jerome Hughes, so that sucks for them. Other than that, the Panthers, we all know the big outs with them. So they got the two new halves that played pretty well last week, and you know they dominated the Raiders squad. They didn't look too great, so it's going to be a great game between the two. In this one, I'm going to go the Panthers 1-12. I think the Storm are just going to struggle just a tiny bit, and then maybe, you know, coming to the next coming weeks, hopefully get a couple of wins before the finals. Next game, we've got the Warriors versus the Bulldogs, and my key matchup in this game is going to be Reece Walsh versus Jake Alvarillo. So I know Reece is leaving our club, but I just want to see him have a really good end of the season. I want to see the boys just show a little bit of effort. And I feel like he, when he's on, like he really brings the Warriors attack with him. So hopefully he is on today. Nice additions with Denari Arce in our squad as well. He's coming into 5'8". I would have loved to see Volkman back there, but you know, I don't know what to go with the Warriors at the moment. They're really like putting together all different types of squads, but I feel like this is a better squad than definitely a better squad than last week. You know, I never want to see Wade Egan sit in that 5'8" role, not because he's a bad 5'8" in any sort of way, but he's our hooker. He should never have been there, especially when we have options. So, the Doggies, Jake Alvarillo is a massive player for them, so I'm really excited to see him continuing on. I think the Doggies are going to be really, really strong in this one. I'm like worried about it, but I feel like, you know, the boys need to come together and they need to win a game. So hopefully it is this one at Mount Smart. Next game, we've got the Eels versus Rabbits. And obviously, for me, it's going to be key matchups of Clint Guffo versus Latrell Mitt. Bruh, like, it's going to be a sick game overall. I think it's going to be really fast-paced. The Eels, hopefully they come out with a real want to win this game, because the Rabbits always seem to get them over the Eels. So I got the Rabbits in this one, 1-12. You know, I could see it blowing out 13 plus maybe. It depends on how the Eels turn up. But I think the last couple of weeks, the Eels have actually played really decent footy. So shout out to you Eel fans, you know, hold in there. You guys are going to be good for the final series. That's all you need. First game Saturday, we got the Roosters versus the Cowboys. And my key matchup in this one is James Tedesco and Drinkwater. It all seems to be fullbacks this week, but I feel like both of them are going to be really key watches this week, especially both of them in my fantasy squad. So they're the reason why I want to watch them. Other ones is Sam Verrills. He's now signed to the Titans. So it'd be good to watch how he plays for these next couple of weeks to the end of the season. He's a really key player to like the Roosters and bringing their forward pack together. He's had a couple of injuries and stuff that have really hampered his seasons, but other than that, we got Ruben Cotter starting at number 10 again. You know, Jeremiah Nanai and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be a fucking stacked game. I got the Cowboys 1-12. I think the Cowboys will just do them. But, you know, I expect a really close contest. Next game is Saturday, we got the West Tigers versus the Sharks. And my key matchup in this one is going to be Adam Dewey for the Tigers. And we're going to go Nico Hines for the Sharks. So I'm excited to see both those boys run around again. Adam Dewey is starting to like really get into that position. I just wish he had a better half that was next to him. Like Jock Madden's a really good half, no doubt about it. I just would love to see like a Jacko Hastings next to an Adam Dewey and see how he goes there. With the Sharkies, Nico Hines has been killing it this season. Maybe he could be running for a captain this week and see how many points he can get, because last week he just reaped the rewards, so it was good. Overall, I think the Sharks are going to win this one 1-12, or actually maybe 13 plus. I think the Sharks should be able to do it. Other players to watch there, we got Lachlan Miller. Definitely look out for him. Next game, we got the Broncos versus the Knights, and no big outs. We obviously got Tamari in at fullback here. He's definitely going to be my key watch for this one. Other players there, for the Knights, Anthony Milford. I'm really excited to see how he goes. Overall, I think the Broncos should be able to do them 13 plus. If they don't, it's going to be a struggle. I thought Dane Gagai had his best game last week, so I'm excited to see how he backs up. But yeah, I got Broncos 13 plus. First game of Sunday, we got the Raiders versus the Dragons, and my key watches, we got Xavier Savage back at fullback. I want to see him go out and really put a performance together. He's young. He's a flyer, so I'm really excited to see how he goes. Adam Elliott still obviously playing through that hip injury that he had. The reason why I traded him out, I thought he was going to be out for a little bit, but obviously it wasn't to be. So very strong man. You know, he's always going to play through stuff like that. Going to the Knights next year, hopefully it doesn't hamper him further on. With the Dragons, obviously key watchers are Benny Hunt. Like, it's every week. Benny Hunt just takes this team together. Other one is Tyrell Sloan, still sitting at 14. I don't know. But I got the Raiders in this one. I'm going to go Raiders 1-12. And last game of your Sunday, we got the Titans versus the Eagles. And my key matchups in this one is going to be Jaden Campbell versus Ruben Garrick. We got Brimo versus Kieran Foran. So the Brimo and Foran one is more of a narrative because Foran's going to be there next year. And we don't know whose halves pairing is going to be, whether it's going to be Brimo or it's going to be Sexton. And Jaden Campbell is a key watch because I've been loving the way he's playing at the moment. He hasn't been as good as what he was before the injury, but he still looks so damaging for a player that's like only about 70 kilo, like soaking wet. Really, really talented player. I'm really keen to watch this one. No big changes. Obviously, Isaac Liu at 13 is the probably biggest one. Eric Clark goes back to 9, which is a bit, how you going? Greg Marju at 14 is a bit of a weird one to have on your bench there, but it is what it is. Other than that, nothing too crazy to report about here. I think I'm going to go the Seagulls 13 plus though. Unfortunately, I think the Seagulls really need a win, and this is probably where it's going to come. And with that, we're going to run through our fantasy team for the weekend, and this is how we're looking out. So the only trade I have made is actually Kalen Ponga. I pulled him out, and I got Luke Keary in. So Luke Keary has been getting a couple of decent scores the last couple of weeks. I haven't looked at his break even too well or anything like that. I feel like he's more of a sturdy player for the end of the year. The Roosters do need to put wins together, so I feel like he's going to be key to a lot of that. There's no one around that price range that I'm really looking at and I like. Like Brendan Smith was the one I liked before this, but I honestly thought Brendan Smith was going to get done for that hip drop, so I'm not too sure. Like I might chop and change just before the lockout. So definitely think maybe coming to next week you might see Brendan Smith slot in there and Keary not be there anymore. But I am trading Kalen Ponga out because if you look at my emergencies, we got William Kennedy and Aaron Booth, who are both going to be out with decent injuries. Aaron Booth with the worst one out of a lot. And then Kalen Ponga, he's going to be out for the rest of the season as well. So it would only left 2 emergencies on my bench, which is still the way it is. But, it would have been worse before with Kalen Ponga there and just switching around players to really put people in. So overall, I like the way this team looks at the moment. Luke Keary is a bit of a weird one only because some games he can go sub 20 and then he can go 50s with like an okay game. And I think the Roosters are really trying to warm up now. It's a weird one because Joey Manu's taking a lot of touches too, so I'm not too sure. So again, this may not be the team I'm running with. It's just a player I'm looking at the moment. Comment down below your thoughts on Luke Keary or maybe even Brendan Smith. So we run for the team. We got James Tedesco, Scotty Drinkwater, Nico Hines. Centers, we got Isaac Tungo and Suali. We got Keary, Munster, Tohu Harris, Dave Fafita, Cam Murray, Papali'i, Haas, and Grant. That's my starting lineup. And we got Reed Marnie, Tamalolo, Adam Dewey, and Bolle as my bench players. So a really strong bench there for me. I like. So there's the reason why I wanted to put like Luke Keary in there because I feel like strengths up the bench. If I put Brendan Smith in there, there's more likelihood that Brendan Smith may not play as long a minute. Who knows? Like he scored really well last week. I'm just a bit worried. I had this feeling. So who knows? This is the team I'm looking at. We are going through in final series for our matches. So I'm in my final series for Yellowstone League. We got pretty much the best player in that league this week, I'm pretty sure. No, he's not. Oh, no. Yeah, so I'm excited. It's actually a really close matchup between me and Barbs. I'm excited for that matchup. Hopefully it goes really well. And it looks like in my other league, we don't have final series right now at the moment. I think it's still figuring itself out. I'm not too sure what the goal is there. I did win my last game. If you check out my last video up the top, we did win our last game, so we should have been into the final series. But I'm really excited for the end of the season. Like the Yellowstone League has been really good at the moment. So I'm excited to see if I can get all the way to the finals in that one. We're going to make a late push. Other than that, that's been my season at the moment. And, we learn, we grow for next season. A couple of key watches, obviously, is like a Joshy Schuster for next season. Sitting at like 250, 260K, I think, or something like that at the moment. He's under sub 300. So if he gets time, maybe he's going to be a good watch. But Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed every bit of the video. If you liked it, like and subscribe. Peace out.